Hi everyone, welcome to my channel about living in New Zealand. It's Anna here. In today's video I want to tell you why I love New Zealand, what I have noticed here, the things which I really like about this place, and also why this country is the best. So let's jump right into this. First thing I love about New Zealand is kind and polite people. Yes, you maybe already heard that people here very nice, very friendly. Kiwi people genuinely are known to be very nice and friendly people. So I already kind of expected it when I moved here, but then I realized it's even nicer than I expected. Everybody is super polite. Manners and everything, they always give you away, always say thank you, how are you? It's so nice, it's so kind. It's very nice to be there to go out, to chat to people, to say hello and thank you and how are you. It's different that I used to in the countries where I lived before, because I never have been to English-speaking countries, so it's something new to me and maybe something which you already know from your experience. But as a person moving from non-English-speaking country, it's really struck me and I really enjoy it. Another thing which I love about living here, and also why I moved here, is a stress-free life and a relaxed lifestyle. The pace of life here is just so slow. There is really no stress which can bother you. When I think about this, something which really bothered me or something that stressed me out, there is really none of it. And I used to live in countries where I was constantly stressed by outside triggers, but here they are just not existent, you know? I'm feeling like I'm in a constant meditation. I don't know why, but I really enjoy this, just the absence of the stress, pace of life, how everybody is relaxed, nobody's in a rush. Yeah, it's just, this is what New Zealand means to me. It's just, you are just in your world, you are just living the life, enjoying the moment, and you don't have stress. It's amazing. Another thing about New Zealand which I love, why I moved here, it's because of the scenery, because of the nature. It's breathtaking, it's amazing, it's beautiful, it's colorful. It's just something out of this world, because the nature in New Zealand is different than in the countries I have been to. And of course I'm living now also in the mountains. I'm enjoying every single day, just looking in the mountains, going there with my bike for a hike. It's just something you enjoy in New Zealand, and that's why people travel here. It's a breathtaking nature and the scenery. New Zealand, I guess, one of the best countries I have ever been and lived and traveled, where I enjoyed the most the nature, because it's less crowded. You go, you don't see the people there, you have all this nature to yourself. It's very preserved. There is no many hurdles which will be on the way for you to go to explore the nature, because there is everything for it, right? We have the trails, we have amazing trekking trails, we have biking trails, there is amazing roads. It's all very developed just for you to enjoy the nature and just take it in. Another thing which I really enjoy, it's how food tastes. The taste is very strong, I would say. The ingredients are very fresh. The most foods is from New Zealand or from Australia, but New Zealand actually grows pretty much a lot. Especially I like milk products, they are mostly from New Zealand. We have a really great milk here. There are so many things which taste differently than I used to. They taste somehow like more natural. Also products are more natural. You don't see like many chemical ingredients in a produce. For example, if you buy something which is made out of main ingredients, there is not many chemicals like preserves. In US, I have heard that you have many produce which is just made out of chemical components, and it's just like, it's an entire laboratory in your kitchen. Here, everything is really natural, and you see the natural ingredients, which I really love. I just love to eat fresh produce, like the things which are just grown here, which I can prepare. I started to cook a lot. I never used to cook because it's like, for me, I don't know, I never lived in a country where ingredients are so great, and I just want to make something by myself. I really love it. I don't know, the food and produce, I really enjoy it. Another thing I really enjoy here in New Zealand is how long days are. I noticed that the sunrise is early and the sunset is late. Days are generally longer than in the countries I lived before. Here, for example, you have a sunrise, even now it's fall. We have a sunrise in about 7 a.m. and the sunset is about 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. So we have almost 12 hours of sun. I noticed that the days were just longer here. And then I made a research about how many light hours we have here in New Zealand and compare it to, for example, United Kingdom. And we have a longer days here. The sunset is later than in other countries. For example, in the winter we have a sunset at 5 p.m. the latest. And in many countries it's actually 4 p.m. So we have longer days here. And I also noticed that we have a lot of daylight, which I love it. Next point, also for sun, there are a lot of sun. We have a lot of daylight and also a lot of sun. I see the sun every day. There was never a day that I don't see the sun. It always comes out, much more sunshine hours than many other countries. So I guess New Zealand on average has about 2000 sunshine hours per year, which is quite a lot. For example, UK has about 1600 hours. So New Zealand overall gets a lot of sun, but it also depends where you are. I'm in the Otago region now, so here we have also a lot of sun hours per year, and I just noticed that there's just so many days when it's just all day sun, and it's amazing. The next thing I love about New Zealand is how safe it is. It's literally just, you don't have to close your doors, you don't have to worry about things. I can leave my bike unlocked because it feels safe, and I guess it is safe. I think the country in itself is based on trust. You will see many things here by work on trust. For example, you can get something and something or some service, and there would be like a donation box where you can put money or you don't put money. So basically you can get something, but they rely on you, so on your trust. So if you pay, you're a good person. If you don't pay, you're not. But for most people here, it's just normal, you just trust anyone. I don't feel like something will be stolen from you, I don't feel like I have to lock the door in the house, that I have to lock everything. I can leave my things. For example, I work a lot from coffee shops, and before, when I did it in different countries, what I would do usually, I will take a laptop with me to the bathroom because it's pretty sketchy to leave your expensive laptop on the table. So I will do that. Now I never take my laptop with me. I just leave it there open. I sometimes leave my phone on the table, go to the bathroom. I don't feel that it will be taken. It's like, it doesn't make any sense. So why would someone take it? Even in the gym, we don't have lockers. I have seen already several times this in the gyms in New Zealand, where you just don't have a locker, you just leave your stuff out there. It's like a closet, it's a locker, but the doors are open, so it will be somewhere in the entrance of the gym, and you can put your stuff there, but it will be open. There are even no doors in these lockers. People don't use the lockers. It's amazing. Like, of course, in the larger cities, in the Christchurch, I remember there were lockers, but here in the smaller cities, in the gym, you just leave your stuff like this. I don't even think about it, To the gym, I always take my phones. I have 2 phones. So I will take 2 phones. I take keys for a car. There is my wallet, cards, and everything, and the money, and I just leave it there, I don't care who will take it. Nobody will take it because it's so safe. I also love the service here. When you go to the cafe or the restaurant, the service here is not annoying. In some countries there would be the server who will always come check out on you. I don't know, I just like when they leave you alone. So here, exactly what they do, they leave you alone, They are nice and polite, of course. They will serve you, but nobody will disturb you. So the service here is really not annoying. It's just right on point how I like it. So they give you enough, but also they don't disturb you. It's just perfect for my opinion. Another thing which I love about New Zealand is how people drive here. Drivers here are very careful, and also that they always give you, not always, but they often give you the way. So people are not speeding here. They're really good behaving, they follow the rules, they will always signal. It's just amazing, when you drive on the roads, it's just enjoyable. In some countries it could be an adventure, when you drive and everybody is just like going crazy and you feel like you are in a survival game. But here it's just so relaxed, again about relaxed life, and even driving it's so relaxed and it's so polite again, because everybody's polite. They are polite in the road and you are also polite. I love it. Another thing I love about New Zealand is how much space you have and how few people you see. You have so much space. When you go for a hike, you go for a walk, for bike, whatever, you have so much space and there are not many people. Rarely I see people at all when I go for bikes. Like maybe I see the 1 or 2 person, but nothing like I used to. You have so much space in this country and you have so fewer people. That's just what I love. And if you see the people, then another point what I love, when I see the people, they are so active. You always see the active people. You see them running, biking, going, hiking, walking. Everybody's super fit, even if they are old. I regularly see grandmas in a gym, like really people who are over 70 and they are exercising, like lifting, like cardio, everything. They're looking great. On the streets you see the bikers, the grandmas and grandfathers. Like last weekend I was walking, there were like 2 grandparents just speeding in a mountain bike, you know, with like a outfit, with everything, just like racing the race. And they were like, I tell you, for sure like 70 or something. They were old people. I just love it, how active people here, doesn't matter their age, wherever they do, they could run, they could bike, they could just walk. It's amazing how active people are here. Another thing which I love about New Zealand and its people, that how well-mannered they are and how quiet they are. You know, when you're in the public, I notice how they behave. In some countries, people could be very not well-mannered, you know, they could be also loud, talk really loudly, really like almost screaming. I don't like it, you know, when I'm somewhere and there would be people who are like almost screaming and laughing like they are alone there. I really like when people understand that we are in a public space and they behave appropriately. And it's not always the case in other places, but here people are very well mannered. They never loud. It's never that you sit in a cafe and you're like, oh my god, why they are so loud. They are never like this, and they behave so greatly. People here, like, because maybe it's influenced by the English, people here so well mannered. Sometimes I'm really surprised like how everybody give you way, even if you are further away, like you are meters ahead or behind them, they will give you way. People are just super well mannered. It's also what I'm not used to, because I never lived in an English-speaking country or in a country maybe influenced by English. But here I have to learn a lot, like, and I'm super impressed on all these manners and behavior of people. And even for children are very well behaved. I never have seen children like screaming and crying, like, you know, sometimes you see. They are just normal children. Even on the roads, they don't like play in the roads, they will like play in pedestrian zones. They are like super cautious of cars. You will see that when you pass the children on bikes or playing on the road, they will always look, oh, there is the car coming. If they're on a bike, they will just jump immediately in the pedestrian zone. Even children are super well behaved here. Another thing which I love about New Zealand, when I go shopping to the supermarket, you have a great choice actually. I mean, I used to live in European countries like Germany and Austria. There you have a choice, but you need to go like to the better supermarket, like the general supermarkets. They have a limited choice, so you have to go to more like a premium supermarket. Here, like, we have a new world and there is so much choice, you know, it's just regular supermarket. You can choose from everything, you know, there are 100 variation, and also in the pricing there are so many variations, and like bio, not bio, vegan, not vegan. There are so many choice and I'm really not used to it. When you go to supermarket, there is like no low carb, no carb, zero sugar, no sugar. It's pretty basic, but here you have so much choice, and I really love it. Another thing about New Zealand, it's also why I moved here, because you can do so many things outside, because it's so outdoorsy country. You can do biking, hiking, walking, fishing, of course, like road cycling, of course running, paragliding, people do rock climbing, people also do hunting. Hunting is very popular here. So there are so many things which you can do, particularly outside. There are not many activities inside compared to other countries. Maybe you like to do shopping, you go in your free time to the shopping malls and stuff. Here you rather do something outside, also go to the beach, of course, the swimming, sandbathing, or wherever you like to do in the beach. Just chilling, to have a picnic, just to enjoy the nature. There are so many activities for outside, so you don't have to spend your time inside because it's pretty boring and there is nothing to do inside, but there are so many things to do outside. And the last thing I love about New Zealand is how much freedom do you have here. Maybe because also we live more outside, you spend more time outside, you have a lot of space here, you have few people, you feel very free. It's like this feeling of this country, I don't know, which gives you go out and you feel like, oh my god, I have it all to myself, I'm feeling like so free. It's give you just that sense of freedom. So that's also one of the best things about New Zealand, just to go out and explore, just to be free. So guys, that's all what I noticed so far, why I love this country. The main things for me which give me the feeling that I am so happy here. For you that may be different. Maybe you love the city life in New Zealand. Maybe you love to go to the concerts or to go to the bar, to go wherever. You know, it's different for everyone, but these things which I really enjoy here by living here, and I probably will add like thousands to this list with the time I'm spending here, but it's just for me for now, and I will see you next time on this channel. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you notice something which you love about New Zealand and why this country is the best, comment below. I'm curious to know what you love about New Zealand, because these things are things which I love, but probably for you they would be different. So see you!